This item popped up the other day and then popped down again. It was in the LA Times. By the end of this year, the cost of the Iraq War will surpass the cost of the Vietnam War. Now, you have to think about that for a second. We were in Vietnam, arguably, for anywhere from 9 to 12 years, depending on where you want to start it. You want to start it with Eisenhower. You want to start it with JFK. You want to start it with LBJ. And depending on where you want to end it. Do you want to end it with Ford, with Nixon, with Carter? Where do you want to end it? So the amount of money that the U.S. will have spent on the Iraq War is going to surpass the cost of Vietnam by the end of the year. That's according to Pentagon figures provided last Friday. That will make it the second most expensive military conflict in American history, behind only World War II. Whew. Now, the Obama administration has asked for another $87 billion for 2009, including a previous supplement approved during the Bush administration. Now, if you add to the amount spent through 2008, it would mean that the Iraq War will have cost U.S. taxpayers a total of $694 billion. The Vietnam War cost $686 billion in adjusted dollars, inflation-adjusted dollars. World War II cost $4.1 trillion in inflation-adjusted dollars. Now, think about the Vietnam War vis-a-vis the war in Iraq. We have lost 4,800 American Marines, soldiers, airmen, Navy personnel. In Vietnam, we lost almost 60,000. In Vietnam, we wound up with about 2 million, I believe, wounded. Iraq, I think the wounded is about 150,000. Does that sound right? Maybe not even that high. So, obviously, we are getting much more for our money these days in terms of American lives, right? Only about a 12th, a 13th, a 14th as many deaths in the Iraq War as in the Vietnam War. I think one of the big differences is that what has driven the cost in the Iraq War has been theft. The theft perpetrated against the military, the American taxpayer, the people of Iraq, by the U.S. contractors, all hired and put in place by Dick Cheney. The contractors who saw a free lunch. They didn't see soldiers being blown up. They didn't see PTSD. They didn't see children back here in the States wailing and crying, probably for the rest of their lives because their father or their mother had been blown up with the roadside bomb. No, the American contractors only saw the money. Blood on the money? They don't give a damn. Why should they? They don't die in wars. Their sons and daughters don't die in wars. To the right wing in this country, it's all a big goddamn joke. That's all it is, a joke. A way to make money and have a good time. And if 4,000 or 5,000 people get killed, well, you know, they weren't important people. The people running the war, the people stealing the money, billions and billions and billions of dollars, they're the important ones. They're all Republicans, they're all sons of bitches, and they all deserve to be tried for the same kind of war crimes, or worse, that the officials in the U.S. government who instigated this event should be tried for war crimes.